we want to rewrite the imaginary part of z minus I over z plus I equals 1 into Cartesian form and hence sketch the locus. So let's start by letting z be equal to x plus iy. Then we have z minus I over z plus I would be equal to x plus iy minus I over x plus iy plus I. So we can write that as x plus I y minus 1 over x plus I y plus 1. And we're dividing there, so what we want to do is multiply top and bottom by the conjugate of the bottom. So I've got x plus I y minus 1 multiplied by x minus I y plus 1 all over x plus I y plus 1 x minus I y plus 1. Now the denominator there is just going to be a difference of perfect squares, so we're going to have x squared plus y plus 1 squared. And for the top we have x squared plus we're going to do x times that one, so that is minus I y plus 1 x. Then we're going to do this one, so that's going to be plus I y minus 1 x. And then finally we'll have minus I squared y minus 1 y plus 1. Now the imaginary parts of this are going to be these terms in the middle. So to simplify what we're doing here, let's now look at the imaginary part of z minus I over z plus I, and that's going to be negative I y plus 1 x plus I y minus 1 x, and of course we don't need the i's for the imaginary parts, it's just the coefficients, so we'll get rid of those i's, and then x squared plus y plus 1 squared. Okay, great, let's keep going with that. We've got negative xy minus x plus xy minus x over x squared plus y plus 1 squared. So those are going to cancel out, so we've got negative 2x over x squared plus y plus 1 squared, and we know from the beginning that that has to be equal to 1. And so we have negative 2x is equal to x squared plus y plus 1 squared. So we have x squared plus y squared plus 2y plus 1 plus 2x is equal to 0. So x squared plus 2x plus, actually let's leave that as the y plus 1 squared there. And then this one is going to be, completing the square, x plus 1 squared, take away 1, plus y plus 1 squared equals 0, or x plus 1 squared plus y plus 1 squared equals 1. And that appears to be a circle, centre at negative 1, radius 1. So if we want to sketch that, -1 is there, radius of 1 means it will just touch the axis there, just touch the axis there. And yeah, it's not a great sketch. If I was doing a test, I'd try to make a better job of it than that, but you get the point.